Hi, I'm Marky.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is the Happy Everly After podcast. Jeez Louise. We're on our third camera. We are struggling to get this podcast recorded. But we're here and we're doing it.
What is the universe trying to tell us?
The universe is trying to tell us that technology is unpredictable sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always say it's either your best friend or your worst enemy.
Yeah, there's no in between.
Most of the time, it's my worst enemy.
I literally, I just barely got a new phone like a week ago. And I've shown Drew several times now where my phone will just power cycle for no reason. And I'm like, what in the freak? I just spent $1 zillion on this phone. Hi, welcome to the Happy Everly After podcast, where we talk about being happy and sad at the same time and how we live our life and how we choose happiness and how we honor our daughter by choosing happiness, but we're also really super sad because we miss her so much.
Word.
How are you doing?
Great. Sun's shining.
Yeah, the sun is good for the soul.
Solid 50 degrees outside today.
It's still really cold outside, though.
50's we're starting to turn a corner, though.
Hopefully.
But knowing Utah, winter's not over yet.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have a couple more blizzards, I'm sure.
Other than that, life is good.
We just got back from a cruise with his company. It was super fun. Went to the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
We've never been there before. Normally on his work cruise, they go every year. They go to Mexico Riviera, Carnival. Am I saying that right? Ensenada?
That's not the Mexican Riviera, no. Oh. That's a different one.
Okay, never mind.
It's just Ensenada.
Yeah,
Ensenada
and so we went on that a couple times, at the beginning of our marriage, but after you've done it so many times, we were just we'd rather stay home with our boys and not be away for a week. But this year, they were going to Bahamas, and we'd never been, so we hopped on that train, and it was super fun.
It was a boat, not a train.
You're right. You're absolutely right. What are we talking about today?
I mean, first things first, we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah,
right?
Let's talk about that. So
give it away.
This is okay, when you listen to a podcast and they're leave us a review, tell us blah, blah, blah. I mean, we say it every episode. Other podcasts say it as well.
Why?
The reason
Why
for
is that?
Literally the reason for that is because there's just on the back end of a podcast, there's so much that goes into it, and there's so many numbers and stats, and we're trying to hit a certain statistic where we get paid a little bit more on our episodes. I said it. Sorry, I said it. And so we're almost there. And so we're thinking that we want to do a giveaway, and it'll be pretty easy to win, honestly, because we're going to do 3 separate prizes. But in order to join this giveaway, you have to write us a review on either Apple or Spotify, either one. It doesn't even, 5 stars is great, but, tell us what's up. If you don't like us, that's cool, too. Just, write a review. Cool. Just be honest, Number 2, you have to follow the podcast page, Happy Everly After Podcast, on Instagram and TikTok. I think that's it. Do you want to hear?
What about share the show? Gotta share.
On their stories on Instagram?
Yeah.
It's they called
you
their mom.
Share the show.
I shared it with my mom. I promise.
I mean, that counts too, but
yeah.
But in order for us to track the giveaway, they need to tag us in the share.
Yeah, but that's hard because there's rules with who's following who, and sometimes it won't let you tag. So that's not how we're going to track it. We're going to track it by reviews. And then once somebody leaves a review and they win, we go and make sure they're following the Instagram page and the TikTok page. If they have TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if you're not following that the Instagram page, then we move on to like the next winner. So what are the prizes?
Some Stanley cups.
Yeah, because those are like
with
the cool
our faces etched on the side of them.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just money out of our pocket, but like that's a cute idea. Maybe not etched, but like I'll stick a sticker on there or something. Yeah, so we're going to do 2 separate Stanley cups, and then we're going to do a $200 gift card. So we'll cash money. So it'll either be Venmo or, oops, sorry, I bumped you, or like Amazon, like whatever you want, we will send you $200.
Easiest $200 you ever made.
For reals. I mean, honestly, you just have to remember to do it. Like, you just have to pause this show and go write a review.
Okay, we'll pause for him right now.
Okay, ready?
Ready, go. We should play the quiet game. Who could
You don't want me to sing?
Quiet the longest? I would for
They're
sure
going to like
win.
check their speakers to be like, is this working? Are they talking on this podcast? No, we literally just sit here and stare at each other and don't talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the quiet is a good thing.
Yeah, it's very telling.
Go sit in a closet and be quiet for a minute.
Yeah, you did that the other day.
Yeah, it was great.
What'd you do in there?
Actually, I wasn't sitting in the quiet. I did a meditation thing.
How was that?
It was great.
Did you do like a YouTube?
Yep. Just searched on YouTube. Guided meditation.
He hid in Van's closet because like the boys wouldn't go in Van's closet for anything, you know?
Yeah.
Could leave him alone.
Yep. And then I came out of the closet.
So if you ever see on YouTube us sitting underneath a bunch of clothes, it's because we're hiding from our kids in Van's closet recording a podcast. Just kidding. Okay, so that's all. So please go leave us a review, and then we'll announce the winner next week. But go leave us a review on Apple or Spotify. And we'll take a random winner from there, and we'll make sure you're following our social media accounts on Instagram.
Follow, like, and share.
Subscribe.
They should still share.
They should still share. I mean, that'd be great. That's just support that we would love that. That would be great.
If you care about us at all, you'll share
How dare you not love us and want to share our words, especially when we ramble like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today, whenever we don't really know like what to talk about, we just do Q&As or we share your stuff. So today we're doing
We should have
a
them
Q&A.
send in ideas too.
Yeah.
To the email.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If you guys have recommendations on what we should do episodes on,
I would love that.
Send them in.
I listen to a couple like couples podcasts. That made sense, right? I listened to a few of them. Yeah.
Podcasts.
And I'm just like, what do they talk about? And they basically just like talk about current events like Hailey and Justin Bieber and Selena and Kylie Jenner and all that stuff. And I mean, that's not really our vibe, but like we can jump into that if that's what y'all want to hear from us. So you tell us.
Let us know.
You want us to do a true crime?
Email?
Let's talk about a murder next time.
For them to send in recommendations. What's our email address?
Our email is happyeverlyafterpodcast@gmail.com. So it's like
Don't forget
literally
the .com.
across the board on all of our accounts. It's the same thing. Happy Everly After Podcast. Fill in the blank.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, do that. So today we're going to do a Q&A. I didn't tell you this before, but I mentioned earlier that a lot of the questions that came in were questions about me and my gastric sleeve surgery, like a lot. And so
Shocker. I think you get questions about that a lot.
Every day. And so what I'm going to do, rather than like me just sitting here talking and Drew sitting there listening, we're going to go towards the other questions that we can both kind of answer. And then I'm going to do a personal podcast of just me answering all those questions.
Cool.
Deal?
Yeah, or don't you have like a bubble on your Instagram that talks about it?
I do have a bubble.
Is that what they're called?
But people will respond to those the highlights.
Yeah.
People will still respond to those highlights, and I'll be like, just keep clicking. That question comes up in 5 slides. I'm complaining, but I really don't mind it. I love that people can reach out to me.
The info is already out there. Just go find it.
Yeah. Okay, so these are just like crazy. These are crazy. Some of them are like silly and light, and some of them are heavy and hilarious. And we're going to just talk about it, you guys. We're just going to go for it. Oh! Okay, let's start with, this isn't really a surgery question, but what food will neither of us ever touch? What food?
Like a food group or like a specific
It just
food?
says food.
I'm not the world's pickiest eater.
Same.
So
like I feel like I'll try anything
it
once. But I don't like spicy food, so I guess my answer is like one of those like peppers that kill you. Like I would never ever try that in a zillion years.
A pepper that kills you?
I mean, yeah, like those peppers that are like so terrible.
Like literally kills you or figuratively kills you in Marky language?
Figuratively in Marky language. Yeah, never. It doesn't appeal to me. Maybe pay me $1 million. Maybe I'd do it, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm not a huge fan of like super spicy food either. So
he doesn't love bananas.
I did not love bananas growing up. I've kind of learned to like them if they're ripe. Like if they're not ripe, I mean. Like if they're still
greenish,
yellow, like with a little bit of green.
Yeah.
But like banana flavored anything, no. Like banana flavored Laffy Taffies are the worst candy on the planet Earth.
That's how my stepmom Beth is. She always
gross.
hated like fake banana flavor. Ugh. And I'm like the runts, like the runts with like the fruit. I'm like, give me all the bananas.
Gross. Or like banana cream pie.
Yum.
No, I'm not gonna eat that.
Yes, sir.
I'll pass on pie.
Yeah,
if that's my only option.
Since we've been married, I haven't had banana cream pie like ever, because like why would I order that when I know you're gonna like share it with me or whatever?
I mean, you do you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Get a whole slice. Get a whole pie for all I care.
Yeah, for me to have 4 bites of.
I'm sure the kids would eat it.
Yeah. Okay, what's our shoe size? I like this question.
You know what they say.
Shoe size gloves? Big gloves.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am a size 11
and
shoe.
We like shoes in our family. We like shoes.
Big shoe guy.
He's a shoe guy. Like to
big
unwind,
shoe.
He's on like the Nike app, like looking at shoes.
Well, yeah.
And if you know,
the drops,
it's one of
the
those
sneaker
things,
drops.
like the drops where you like you can
gotta
like
be on your
get
phone
in a raffle
right
to
at
like
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Clicking, crossing your fingers.
He loves that. Like
it's
every single
like gambling.
day, there's a new pair of shoes on our doorstep, and I'm like, okay, let's sell a couple so that we can fit them in our closet.
Yep.
Yeah. Have friends that have the same shoe size as you. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can share shoes if you want.
Yeah, I'm a size 7, which I like that I have like smaller feet. Like that's fine, but all of my mom and sisters, like they always had bigger feet than me, so I could never share with them, and that always bugged me. So, if you want to like send me a cute pair of like Steve Maddens or something, I wouldn't be mad, for all you listening, cuz that's my favorite. Okay, next. What's your number one song on Spotify? I never figured out how to do that. I'm guessing mine right now was like a Morgan Wallen or a Lainey. What about you?
From current. I don't currently listen to a lot of music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of podcasts, lots of...
Big Joe Rogan fan.
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. A lot of Ed Milet. A lot of that kind of stuff.
How did we meet? We kind of talked about this on a prior podcast, so short version.
Short version, you moved up to Salt Lake after high school. You met people that I went to high school with. I went to a birthday party. You went to a birthday party with mutual friends, and you couldn't resist me.
I mean, it's true.
Short story.
I was like the loud, crazy one at the party that was just like, because I'm just loud and crazy in general. And he was like the sexy, like suave, like he looked like a California boy just walked out of a freaking Abercrombie and Fitch. Just like he had longer hair back then, just like curly, suave, like hair. And you were in a Hawaiian baseball tee. Like a baseball tee where the sleeves are different. Oh, I remember. Yeah. The shirt was like orangish, and the sleeves like were like leaves peach. Kind of.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of Hawaii-ish. And I was just like, who is that California boy? He's quiet and shy and timid, and I don't care. I want him over there. Him. Who is he? I want him. And I just wanted to make out with you. I didn't want to marry you. You just had to like be perfect. And so.
What can I say?
Yeah. How dare you give me this beautiful life and sucker me into falling in love with you?
It's all a trick. I'm on the long play.
Right. Okay.
10 years in, just trying to.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Trying to get you nice and comfy before I flip the switch.
Don't say that. I don't like those jokes. Okay. Who is your best friend? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Who? Oh, each other.
Yes. Yeah. That would have been so cool if we went 1, 2, 3.
I wasn't ready for it. Anyways,
he's my best friend. I have a couple good, like, best friends. They're from different, like, groups. Like, yeah. And so I have a couple.
You have lots of best friends.
I do. And each one is different. Like, not one is more important than the other to me.
You're friends with lots of different groups of people.
Yeah.
Me, I'm the opposite. I have like a small group of friends.
Yeah, like core friends.
Yeah. 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 And then I'm just
me too.
I'm just like.
But I'm
just like mediocre.
12 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, what do you do for a living? Short answer. If this is the first time they're listening to the podcast.
Short answer, I own a pest control company in Cincinnati, Ohio.
He does the door-to-door sales thing. So his busy season is during the summer, and then in the off season, he prepares for the next summer.
And then my side gig is Instagram husband.
I was like, what are you going to say right now? Your side gig is what? Like going to the gym or
I wish I got paid for that. That'd be great.
Yeah,
be nice.
So I would say what I do for a living. I've kind of dabbled. I'm kind of all over the place because I'm sure a ton of you can relate. I am one of those like lost little puppies of a mom where I am like trying my hardest to like fill all the buckets of like needs that I need, and it's like I can give so much to my husband, I can give so much to my children, but there's this other part of me that like has a passion for helping people. I want to like help moms who have like lost children or who are trying to grow their family. I want to like, I don't know, I'm like And I love fashion. So like I opened a tiny little online boutique. And so that was really fun, but it kind of fizzled out a little bit because I'm focusing on this podcast more. This podcast is probably my number one right now. Like, what do you do for a living? I'm a podcast host. Like, no, that's so dumb. But yeah, I do a lot of social media. Yeah, I do a lot of social media. I have like affiliate. I make money through affiliate branding stuff. Not a lot, but I love it, and it fulfills me.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your favorite thing about each other? I'll wait. You can list the 17 things that are immediately popping in your head.
I like that you are liked by people.
Yeah. So you like me because I'm popular?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it's a love-hate relationship sometimes, but I love how outspoken you are.
Oh, yeah. You can love that and hate that. That's fine. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I kind of love and hate that about myself, too.
You have no filter?
No, yeah. I have more of a filter now. Do you think? No? You don't think?
I don't know.
I feel like I used to be worse.
I don't know. I
Maybe
wouldn't
not.
say there's
not
been
a whole
much
lot
of a change.
that I keep to myself. Let's just put it that way.
I like that you're not afraid to like take a chance on something.
Yeah, no, I'm very impulsive. Actually.
Like if an opportunity comes up, like you're not afraid to
I'm like,
jump in and
where's
do
my
it.
shoes? Let's go.
So that's cool. Not many people have that ability to jump in without
spontaneous,
without having major anxiety about something.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Go on. 10 more things.
I mean, I love how much you love our kids.
Thanks, honey.
And
I love our kids. Our kids are
I love that you take care of yourself.
Yeah. I try.
I love that you're a clean person,
yes.
More clean than me.
You're welcome.
Which is also a love-hate relationship sometimes.
Yep.
But I would rather that than the opposite.
For sure.
I love how organized you are because I am not organized. I love how positive you are, uplifting. Like you uplift people around you and make them believe in themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you.
For sure.
Thanks, honey. That was very sweet. Moving on to the next question. Just kidding. Drew, like, already knows how obsessed with him I am. People will ask me, like, oh, why do you travel with him every summer? Like, why don't you just stay home? Like, how do you do that? And I'm like, it's because I'm that obsessed with my husband. Like, I can't live that long away from him. He is a hard worker. He puts our family first. Every decision he makes is for me and the family, me and the boys. He is giving. He is attentive. He makes me feel wanted. He makes me feel beautiful. He like I would say, he puts up with my crazy, but he really does put up with my crazy because all the things he just listed about having love-hate relationships with some of the things he loves about me, sometimes those things can like really affect me, and that rubs off and can affect our family. Like if mom's not in a good flow because things are driving me crazy, he's really good to like help me get back on track with things that when I'm all over the place, because I get that way. I love that you're just the funnest freaking dad, that you're the fun one. The boys love you. Like you're the one that plays darts with them, and like I'm like, if a dart
not like bar darts,
not
like
bar
Nerf
darts.
gun Nerf gun darts.
Yeah, but like I'm the one that's like, if one of these Nerf gun darts hits me, it's going in the garbage. Like I'm that parent. And he's just so fun. And
if I step on a Lego, it's going in the garbage.
Because if that Lego is on a part where I walk, then he obviously didn't care about it enough to put it in a safe place, right? So it doesn't
Sure.
matter. I don't always throw them away, though. I might just shove
Gotta
them in
learn
the
a lesson
bottom
somehow.
of the toy bin, and then he'll still never see them again because they're at the bottom of the toy bin. Okay, yeah, I love so many things about you.
Yeah, same.
I mean, honestly, we talked about this the other night, how we try really hard to fill each other's buckets and not fill our own buckets because our buckets are getting filled by the other person pretty good. So, like, why would we need to be selfish if the other person is filling our bucket so much?
Yeah.
And I feel like we do pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Love you, babe.
Love you.
Okay, this is a funny question. Are you flirtatious?
When
he saw that question,
what
he's
the
like,
heck?
how do you even answer that?
What does that even
I
what
would
does that
say
even
with
mean?
each other, yes. We like to flirt with each other, like when he's, I don't know, just like in our texting, like if I'm out to dinner with friends last night, like if he texts me and is like, just for you, babe, and he shows that he like cleaned the kitchen or like put away the laundry or something, like that's flirting to me. Like that's like we flirt.
Yeah.
I also think that I'm very, very, very outgoing. So, like, sometimes I need to be careful. I don't want other people to think that I'm flirting with them because I'm like, I want people to, like, feel special when I'm talking to them. And so sometimes I need to, like, rein that in. But I wouldn't say that I, like, flirt with them. It's like I'm not trying
You're
to
just
get
a
in their
nice
pants. I'm just nice.
Yeah.
Comments? Concerns?
No.
No.
I know who you are.
Okay.
Not for me, it's for them.
Okay, you're going to diet this next one. You haven't seen it yet. Are you ready? This
I
one
don't know, am I?
This one we're going to jump into.
Oh boy.
Deep breaths. Have we ever purchased an upside down pineapple?
Oh my gosh. No.
No is the answer. To go into this a tiny bit, in Utah, it's this thing where if you're a swinger, meaning if you engage in extracurricular activities with other married couples, you're a swinger, you have an open marriage. Because we live in Utah and because we work out at Lifetime Fitness, and I don't know what other reasons.
Whoever entered that, like, please elaborate on why
we literally get this
so
we get this
weird.
question on the anonymous like question box.
Maybe it's people just trying to put feelers out there. Who knows? I don't know. But no.
But the answer is no.
Absolutely not.
We are not into it. We do not swing. I'm too obsessed with him. I wouldn't say I'm crazy, but like I have to like double check. Like I don't ever want him to have like a beautiful like secretary. No, like I'll do it. Just like so protective of our marriage that I'm like, no, like we do not mess around with that stuff.
No way.
And we both kind of like roll our eyes because like for some reason we have been asked a couple times if we dabble, and our answer is always no. We do not.
Hell no.
We are not into that. So that is us clearing the air for people. We do not buy upside down pineapples at the Draper Harmons because that's a thing, apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
Any other comments on that?
No. Like yeah, no.
No.
Nope.
Okay. This one is weird too. Like, who thinks to ask this? Did you ever cry at school? I mean, I feel like I cried at school.
Like in the middle of like class or something? Or like in the bathroom stall or what?
I just picture myself like having a bad day and like being emotional and just wanting to go home, you know, and like crying.
I'm sure we've all had bad days where if we didn't cry, we felt like crying.
Or like in middle school, like my boyfriend broke up with me. Like, I don't know, just.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember a certain day or time where it happened, but sure did. I peed my pants at school once. In the 3rd grade, I think.
Oh, Was there like a puddle in your chair?
Not in my chair. It was at the very end of like the school day.
Were you just
And it
too
was
busy
like, it was
to
like
go to the
reading
bathroom?
time.
Did they let you?
Go to
Sometimes
the
they
bathroom.
don't let you go to the bathroom, and it's like, hey, well then I'm gonna
Just
pee my
when
pants.
oh no, when I was young, I don't know, I was like, I didn't like, I was like afraid to ask if
Yeah,
I could
because
go
you're
to the
so
bathroom.
sweet. Yeah, you don't want to like interrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
for
see
sure.
that for sure.
And anyways, yeah, no one noticed. So it's fine.
You think that no one noticed. You think
I
that
think-
no one noticed. When really there's that group of kids out there somewhere that's like, I remember this one
I
time
think-
this kid peed his pants. He thought no one could see, but we could all see.
I remember wearing jean shorts that day. But they were like a dark wash jean shorts.
Jean shorts.
Jorts.
Jorts. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to like be super open about this because it can be like pretty personal, but this question is what's the longest you have gone without being intimate? He travels for work, so sometimes it's a while. But we make do, and that's all we'll say about that one.
Interesting. I'm so interested why people are
Curious?
interested in that.
They heard that we buy upside down pineapples, so they're curious.
Well, I don't
if we're
know
just
who gave them
freaks.
that information.
I had another friend who wrote, this is just funny, but she wrote an assumption, because I'm going to go over assumptions. We asked, like, what do people assume about us? And I had a friend that was like, that you guys are freaks in the sheets, except for I know that's a fact. Ha, 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 ha. So, I mean, it's just funny. Okay, so I'm going to go over assumptions. So this is, what do you assume about us? And then we're going to like clear the air on it.
I feel like I'm defending myself. Jeez.
Yeah, for reals. Who are you? What are you into? You freak? Just kidding.
Pretty simple guy.
Okay, this first assumption is that we are snooty.
I would not
say that either of us are snooty. I would say that...
What's your definition of snooty?
Yeah, like, that's hard to say because we would
like
never...
that we're up in people's business, or that we're like
arrogant?
No,
like better
towards
than
other
people. I don't think I'm better than any other freaking person on this earth. And I think that if I were to ever come off snooty, I don't think I would ever come off snooty. I think that the only time I would ever be snooty to somebody is if they gave me bad energy. And so I'm just like, there's this girl at the gym that I've known for literally like 15 years, and we see each other all the time, and she knows me and I know her, but she just like was open about never liking me. And I was like, well, I don't like not like anybody there's some people I don't like, but it's weird for me not to get along with somebody or not to connect with somebody at all with anything. And so I would say that she's kind of snooty towards me, and because of that, I'm snooty towards her. Like, it's like we literally will walk past each other in the hallway at Lifetime Fitness and literally not say a word, even though we have been in the same social circle for 15 years.
Huh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I don't like it. We're not snooty people. We're not better than
I'm like
anybody.
a pretty reserved person. And
I feel like some people...
I have some social anxiety, so maybe someone would like meet me and think that I'm snooty because I'm not like chit-chatting it up with them.
Because here's the thing.
I don't know.
There's people who
but I
like...
don't think that I'm snooty.
They're very shy and awkwardly shy, and they will literally say like... And then you get to know them, and they're like the kindest people, and it's like, dang, like I thought you didn't like me. And it's like, no, I didn't like you. I have social anxiety. I'm really shy. But you're not like that. You're not like a shy person.
Conversation.
You're right, but like you don't have like a biatch face, like a resting biatch face. Like you're a happy face.
Yeah.
Shy. And shy isn't the right word. You just are married to me, and I talk really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I'm not snooty.
Case in point. You're like, yeah, sure, no comment.
I mean, we both know that that's true. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. This one is so nice of this person. They said you are both bomb ASS parents. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I mom guilt myself a lot, but also I think that it's healthy to like check yourself. I think that people who think that they're the best parents in the world are people who aren't open for like learning and growing. So I feel like as long as you stay like humble and just be like, I'm kind of a mess, but like they know I love them type of thing, I think that's like the best attitude to have. People that are like, I have the best parenting methods ever and my kids are perfect and I'm perfect and blah blah, it's like, nah, like, you know, that's just not true.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has it figured out.
Yeah. But I would say we're good parents. We have good relationships with our kids. Me and Urban butt heads a little bit, but we are actually doing a lot better than we were, like, I would say even a year ago. And it's because I I literally try so hard every day with him to like connect with him on a fun level and not just like a
authoritative level.
Yeah, for sure. Love him. He's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this next one is your LDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go to church every Sunday. LDS is short for Latter-day Saints. So members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I will be completely honest. I call myself an a la carte Mormon because there are some things that I don't agree with the church, and that's okay with me. And it's okay with my Heavenly Father, and it's okay with Drew, and it's okay with me and my life. And I feel so good and so happy where I stand with my relationship with God. And so, yes, we go to church every Sunday. Church, community, all of that is like very important to us. With that said, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am, I don't know what you call it, 100% Molly Mormon, because I am not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Comments, concerns,
No.
questions?
Nothing on my end.
Okay, this one is an assumption. They said that you guys have had some rough patches in your relationship, but you have overcome them. I mean, all the time. Like,
define rough patch.
I mean, that's the thing, is it's so relative. Like, a rough patch could be anything from...
Like, we've gotten in fights.
Yeah.
But
the next one
like,
says that we never fight. So we definitely fight or argue and disagree. But
usually doesn't last that long.
Yeah, we're that couple that it kind of festers for a minute because we're so nice, and we rather just like deal with it internally until we realize that we can't deal with it internally by ourselves, and then it kind of blows up, and then we have like this big, deep, long conversation of like what we're lacking and what we need and what's going on with us. And we're pretty good at like talking through it, making goals for ourselves. Yeah, and it's just relationships, I feel like, are just ever changing. You never just like get to a destination and you're there, high fives. Like, no, like it's constant.
I feel like if you're not
flow.
Like, I'm not going to say if you're not fighting, like, but like if you're not having like conversations with each other like that, I think it's a good thing.
Right. Then it might not be super genuine. It might not
your
be
connection
super
get deeper.
Yeah, for sure.
When you have like
artificial
those kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a fight, because I don't know if we've ever
never
fought.
Never. So like just like the way I grew up and the way Drew grew up, like I grew up with a pretty loud, like somewhat volatile childhood of fighting going on in my household. And so I am like so against raising our voices at each other. Any type of disrespect at all is not okay with me. Even like if Urban is like throwing a tantrum and he goes to his room, it's literally a rule in our house where he's not allowed to like slam the door, because that like really, really like bothers me. It really affects me, triggers me, if you will. And then Drew grew up in like your family is like just so calm. I can't picture anyone in your family raising their voice to anyone or anything ever in their life.
I mean, all families have,
No, your family's perfect. Yeah.
No,
But
definitely not perfect.
yeah, I'm just saying it's two different styles. And so, but both of those styles have kind of taught us how, I guess. We're big fans of therapy. Like you guys, sometimes just like your car needs a tune-up, like sometimes your relationship needs a tune-up, and sometimes you just need an outsider's perspective to like teach you why your brain is like doing and reacting and thinking a certain way, and same with your spouse. And it's so awesome. Like sometimes
some people don't do it until it is like
too late.
Yeah. But if you're just like always aware,
right. Even if it's like
then it never gets to the
go
point
to therapy twice the month of March for the rest of your life, like cool. Like here's our yearly check-in. Like people should freaking do that.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Insurance should cover more of that crap.
It's called a podcast. Just kidding.
Well,
this is us
therapy?
talking out. This is us and our therapy. It's on camera. And yeah, that is the end of this Q&A assumption podcast. And
hopefully you got lots of
I'm sure you got
new
so much out of
information from us.
About us. What do you guys want to hear?
Send in recommendations of what we should talk about.
We're going to do that giveaway. Again, it's a $200 gift card.
Stanley Cup with
Stanley Cup.
our faces etched on the side of them.
Honey, you're saying that, but that might be kind of hard to do. You need to like not promise that.
I'm joking.
I know. He's joking.
I'll sign it
Disclaimer.
for you, I'll put my autograph on it.
And then you'll wash it once and it'll go away.
My Herbie Hancock.
Yeah, your Johnny Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening. That is all for the Happy
Leave the review.
Ever podcast, and
share it.
Please leave
share
those
the
reviews.
Show.
It will help us so much, and we appreciate you so much. Okay, bye.
See ya.